Alright, you guys, it's your boy K-Dot, first black Super Saiyan to ever arrive on this planet. We're going to get into this quick video. Well, it won't be quick, but it's going to be a little report on the culture of things, culture of the media, movies, music, anime, TV, all of that. Reports on the culture. So we're going to get into this. Oh, and one thing I'm going to start doing is comic reviews. I want to release, hopefully by Monday, a review of the Infinity Gauntlet comic. I read the comic before I watched the Infinity War movie, and I never got to doing a review. And I want to also do comic book reviews too, anime reviews. Still racking out my shows of what I need to watch. So yeah, look forward to that. Those videos will be edited, concise, and everything. Oh yeah, trying to work on some banner art. I'm gonna get that set. Trying to figure out the best thing that'll represent me. I got a good idea, but I want it to be a surprise of what I got. But let's get into the video here. This is a Marvel Studios pushing Black Panther for Best Picture Oscar nomination. Let's get into reading this. I'll throw my little bits and pieces in there why I think Black Panther is deserving of this. Superhero films dominate the box office every year, yet these films often fall short of earning recognition from prominent award circuits outside of their technical achievements. Black Panther has cracked all the time top 3 highest grossing films domestically, as well as being lauded by critics, given the momentum it has earned in the months since its release. Disney is reportedly pushing for the film to be a contender for Best Picture at the next Academy Awards. Directed by Ryan Coogler, the film Ryan Coogler, fire. I saw Fruitvale Station, Creed, fire movies. Fruitvale Station was boom, perfect for me. The film has been talked about as a deserving of a nomination since its release. Through the Academy recently threw a possible wrench into the works when they announced next year's ceremony would honor popular film with new categories. Well, you already know what's going to be in there, obviously. The ambiguity of the announcement automatically results in viewers being worried that these categories were meant to honor crowd of pleasers instead of more artistic fare. Yeah, ditching is back. So look, I'm going to say this off the bat, say this off top. Black Panther was definitely an A movie for me. More for the story. People will look at this movie, be all like, yo man, that action wasn't all that. But it's like, look, think about it like this. Are we going just to watch movies for that purpose? Just for the action? Like, what about that story? Black Panther's story is there. There's certain characters in that movie that don't hold up the way you would think they would hold up, such as T'Challa, Killmonger, a dope Marvel villain. Really tight. I'm going to say this honestly, I like him more than Thanos. Reason being, this is how you can compare Killmonger and Thanos. Now, I say this a lot. Killmonger is a savage. Thanos is not. And I'll show you why. Killmonger is a savage because throughout his whole movie, he remained on his mission. He was on his mission, never deviated, never went back on his mission. He stayed on his mission. Thanos over here contemplating. You see, you don't get villains that stay on their mission. It's like, why you doing this? You already on this path. Why not see it completed? Thanos was about to cry, talking about, oh my gosh, Gamora, my daughter, I love you, but I'm gonna take your head, toss your ass. Thanos flung her shit. That was the funniest thing about that movie, when he threw Gamora off that cliff, bro. He grabbed her. He took her head, bro. Gamora went flying, bro. She splatted. That goo came out. Oh my god. That goo, man. That goo came out. I was like, oh my god. All that goo. That does look good. But look. Reason I hype up Killmonger so much. Killmonger stayed a savage throughout his movie. Yes, he was a villain. And yes, you can. Now, I can't be in Killmonger's position as far as losing my dad, they didn't really touch up. They didn't touch on it all. What happened with his mom? I wish they touched upon that, because that would have changed the idea of the movie. Because I don't think a lot of people factored in Killmonger's mother. Because if you think about it, people was like, "Yo, they Wakanda shit took him bad," but like, what's up with his mom though? Like, people not factoring in his mom, and I'm like, something's up. Is she in jail? Is she dead? They like glossed over that. It was like, this is supposed to be a story about fathers and sons. You see a parallel between T'Chaka and T'Challa. More of the wealthy. There was the wealthy family who knew glory. They had everything. Killmonger grew up in a society where he was established to have nothing. He grew up in the ghetto. You know, Killmonger could have been like, you know what, I'm doing this just because I want to be king, or I'm doing this because y'all need to be helping out all the other people, all our people who are being oppressed by these people. You just left them, and all these years when you could have done something, you wanted to hide this secret, but you could have been using these tools to help these people that was being oppressed for all these years. Or it could have been that he just wanted revenge, or maybe he just wanted all of this. Maybe he wanted to be king, or maybe him being king was his best tool to do his mission of going to help everybody else across the world. Now Thanos, this is where we get on Thanos, bro. I'm gonna say this. Thanos is not a villain that holds up like that. He's not. Cause let me tell y'all this. Let's try to flip it so y'all can think about it more. Thanos in the movie is not explained very well. Poorly explained. And I'm gonna tell you this. We know that Thanos grew up on Titan, right? We know that Thanos was clearly someone in the galaxy you don't fuck with. He was also someone that was established as wanting to kill half of the people on his planet. They knew the planet was dying. Obviously, he wasn't the only one who knew the planet was falling apart. Everybody else knew, but they didn't want to go the route of genocide. And that makes sense. Why would you want to kill half your people just so other people can do better? That's bullshit. That's some dirty shit. But the problem with Thanos is, before Titan was on the verge of death, what in his childhood or him growing up has him think the mindset like, yo, let's just kill half? Like, what built up to this? That's not it. That's not what's explained. They just went back and said, my planet was dying. I want to kill half. Okay. But this is where Thanos' logic is flawed. Because, okay, yeah, you wiped away half. But, bro, people just going to repopulate, have kids again. Then what, you going to snap your finger again? Oh. Your gauntlet's going to crack again. You're going to use the time stone, repair it. There's like, oh, shoot. All these planets repopulating. We use the time stone. Fix his glove. Like, bro, it's going to get repetitive. That's why Thanos' logic is like, I can't fuck with his logic, bro. That's just so fucking stupid. Like, you're getting all these stones, right? At the end of the day, you wasting time. Thanos is legit wasting time. Because he's trying to change a lifestyle of a galaxy. People will populate and overpopulate their planet. It's going to happen. If it's going to happen, that don't mean you kill half. That does not mean you kill half, bruh. And it's like, it's no point in doing it. Because people going to have kids regardless. What Thanos should have done, what I think would have been more evil, was to manipulate the minds of people. If he has this glove that can do whatever he wants, he should have snapped his finger like, I want to change the way people think. Boom! And he puts this effect on people to where passing on from generation to generation, and he instills a new thinking in the minds that for each generation you can only have 2 kids. Like, everybody can only have 2 kids. If you have more than, like, and he just creates something in their mind to keep them from having more than two. It's like you can only have two. You can only have two. Each generation you only have two, so we can limit things. You said do that for the animals. Anything that can think, anything that can reproduce. You use the stones. Boom. Now I think that would have been a greater evil. Now you're restricting people from doing what they're naturally supposed to do. You know? Or shit. They could have just made him a villain where he just wants to kill people. Or they could have just gave him his comic origin and straight up said, alright then, you're going to please Mr. Death. This is his goal. That should have been his goal in this movie. They literally... Man, when I read the Infinity Gauntlet comic and I looked at the Infinity War movie, I was like, this movie and this comic is this. This movie is this. Now, what I can say about Black Panther doesn't hold up. Killmonger holds up, bruh. Because the T'Challa they got in this movie is whack as fuck, bruh. This man is going to open up his resources to society. And after this whole fight he went through with Killmonger, infiltrated Wakanda, took over his kingdom for about, a day? Was about to send out his resources to the world. Established to the spies, like, the all over the world, like, hey, we about to do this. Be ready. And now he's going to say, well, let's just give me my resources. When I saw him do that, I was like, that's the dumbest shit ever. I get that you was sad about your dad not bringing the boy back to Wakanda, but at the end of the day, that would have been weird if he just took the boy. Yeah, he killed his dad, but did y'all think about his mom? But you know, that was the thing about the movie. They never brought it up, so it's like they never gave me a reason, thought about it. That was just me just thinking out the box. I was like analyzing the film, I was looking at it, I was like, you're talking about his dad, but where mama at? But you know, Killmonger holds up as a villain. Killmonger, he definitely holds up as a villain. And I can break this now. When we started off with Killmonger, he was in the museum, told that lady, what's up? Like, if you did your research, lady, you would know that came from Wakanda. And she was like, what do you mean? This came from this place. It's like, you ain't doing your history, lady. Educate yourself. Get you a book. Educate yourself. Educate your mind. Killmonger clearly educated himself. But he knows things that other people don't know. Got that book that his daddy gave him. Killmonger, later in the movie, never deviated from what he had to do. Now, when he was with Claw, he was clearly hanging around Claw's, because Claw knew of Wakanda. Claw broke in, so Claw was going to be his way in. But I don't even think he needed Claw. But I think he knew that when Claw broke into Wakanda, he was the reason, because his dad was working with Claw. So he knew that, alright, Claw is going to be my way in. I need him physically to get into there. He just needed his body to get into Wakanda. And he was going to do that at whatever cost. He shot his girl. He killed all of Claw's men, then he shot Claw too. He killed his girl. Now, that's what villain's supposed to do. That's what a villain's supposed to do. They a villain for a reason. They say, fuck all these emotional attachments. I'm finna do this. But the emotional attachment you find with Killmonger was how, when you see the situation of when T'Chaka killed his brother, which, you know, he didn't have to. All he had to do was just stand in front of the bullet and keep... Yeah, I mean, he didn't have to kill him, but he killed him. It happened. But you see that, and you understand, it's like, wow, if I had my dad took him, I think anybody can relate to that shit. I'm not saying if you didn't lose your dad, you can't relate. You just gotta understand and think. Put yourself in Killmonger's position. You put yourself in that position. You never want to be in that position. You in the ghetto. You lost your dad. You never want to be in that position. You don't need to be in his position. You need to understand where he's coming from. Now you understand where Killmonger is coming from. You can gravitate more to that than what Thanos got. His planet died. In no way can any of us on this planet relate to that. Because We're not in a situation where our planet has died, and we end up being the last. Well, we don't even know if Thanos is the last of his kind in this universe. We don't even know that. We know his planet died, but I doubt he's the only one who survived. I doubt that. He's probably the anomaly that was born on this planet, but they didn't explain that. We don't know what the fuck he is. We don't know how strong, why he is so damn strong. We don't know. But they're going to be supposed to be put out in the book form. Whack. Biggest villain in the universe. The most hyped villain, which was Thanos, and you fucking release that into a book? Like, what? I did not wait 10 years for you to put my man's origin in a book. You could have at least gave us a Solo's Eternals movie, a Thanos movie. Like, dang, we can't get a villain movie? Tripping. Give me a movie about Thanos when he was a childhood and you go to this planet. You don't need to be no fucking Thanos gotta overcome a fight. Nah, you just give me his origin movie. It don't gotta be a movie that needs to follow the plot of hero builds up, hero gets defeated, hero has to come back and defeat the villain. Like, nah, you just give me an origin of the movie. You just give me an origin for Thanos. That's it. Don't give it to me in a book, because at the end of the day, only comic book fans gonna read that book. Only comic book fans. But we've been rambling. Let's continue this, bro. Rarely has the comic book realm cracked into substantial categories, with the exception of Heath Ledger earning an Oscar for his role in Dark Knight, which did deserve. Yo, I rewatched The Dark Knight again. That movie's fire, bro. Joker's whole mission, just to cause chaos. Joker, the reason that makes Joker fire, in my opinion, as a villain, Joker has no origin. That's the type of character he is. Because when you watch his movies, and even in the comics, he lies about his past. Joker lies about his past. But clearly you can know, okay, he's been crazy and fucked up ever since birth. Something happened in his childhood. We don't know what happened. We don't know if he was getting molested by his family members. We don't know if he was getting bullied by kids. We don't know if teachers were fucking bullying him. We don't know this shit. We just know that something crazy happened in his childhood, and then when he fell in that vat of acid, the Joker acid or whatever, it made his craziness even worse. He got even crazier. So we can just say that he's been fucked up ever since birth. I mean, not ever since birth. I'm not saying he came out fucked up. But as he was growing up, he was getting messed up. But what I'm trying to say is, Joker lies about his past. He never wants nobody to know, because I think once people know his past, they can start to break him down, start to say, man, I knew you was going through this, why you weak. I don't think Joker doesn't want that. He doesn't want them. He wants to keep you limited. He doesn't want you to know too much, because once you know too much about him, then that makes it easier for you to break him down. I think that's what makes Joker pop, is that he doesn't directly tell you. Because if I tell you about my past, you know how to come at me, bro. You know how to come at me. You know my come up. I may have changed since then, but you know my come up. You know where I could have been, you know what tactics you need to take me down based on how I came up. So I think him not telling nobody, lying, just how he got Harley Quinn, he was lying to her. Manipulating her. Telling her this, telling her that, saying I love you. It's like, my dad used to beat me up. My mama was killed by my daddy. You know, but I see something great in you, Harley. Those things. But even this whole message of chaos, going to the corruption, further into the corruption to corrupt the world. The world, this is how it was. Gotham at this point was already corrupted. So he's like, all I need to do is go to the corruption. Go to the ones that are supposed to be good guys. But clearly he knew, like, you already corrupt cops up in here. Y'all made it easier for me to corrupt the world even further. I'm going to start with y'all. Because he had all the connects. He had police working for him. Joker had the connects. Broke down the crime. Made everything all rampant and shit. He was going to turn Harvey Dent, this supposed warden of peace, he's gonna break him down, make him weak, saying, I can take the best of this person and I can break him. I can show the world that even the best of you can be broken. Even the best can be broken. And people look at that like, oh shit, he broke down Harvey Dent. Fuck, I got no hope for the world. I got no hope. He took out Harvey Dent. What do we got? And then people will start to look at that and they'll be like, that's going to pass on to them. They're going to think, ain't no point in me trying no more. I see what you're doing, Joker. I see what you're doing. I see you, Joker. Shouts out to Heath Ledger, though. Understandably, with the Academy still not having described what qualifies as a popular film, something Transformers, Avengers, Infinity War, and shit will fall under. That kind of shit. And what will it mean for the ceremony? Many pundits assume the category was created to satisfy fans of blockbusters with the Pandering Award. Right now, I think Don Hudson will crawl in a hole if Black Panther gets snubbed for the Best Picture and winds up landing in a popular film category. Better not. One Oscar consultant shared with the LA Times, the funny thing is that Don would be way more disappointed than anyone at Marvel. Despite the creation of this new award, Disney is reportedly still gunning for the Best Picture nomination for the film. One of the biggest reasons for the push is that while the film is ultimately a satisfying superhero epic, audiences connected with many of the deeper themes of T'Challa's journey. You can see it from both sides. The main focus was T'Challa and Killmonger's. They both shared the same skin. It was more of, you see Killmonger's. Killmonger was the opposite of T'Challa. T'Challa had all the riches, lived a luscious lifestyle, a lavish lifestyle. Killmonger grew up in a dirt poor lifestyle. They're opposites of each other. You got the rich boy, then you got the poor boy. Rich boy's father took the poor boy's father. Poor boy's mad. Can't go at the father because the father's dead. So it's like, I'm going to break down the son. Because, hey, what's that thing? It's a saying where they say, it's described as this. Whatever your parents do, whatever unfinished things that is unfinished for them gets passed on to you, and you got to finish them off. So yeah, could have been like that. Could have been, but I don't know. I'm not Killmonger, but I can understand why he would take the route he took. Not saying I agree with him going to send different people to other countries to oppress people and shit again, because then now it'll be backwards. Now we're enslaving these other people, so it's like, it restarts whole slavery shit, putting down another set of people, because not all people are the same. Not all people do the same thing, but you can understand why somebody mad. You can understand why somebody mad. People will tell you, nah, man, just forget that slavery shit, man. It didn't even happen, bro. It's all good, man. Forget that shit. It's 2018, bro. Forget slavery, bro. I mean, you can't forget it. This country's founded upon it. This country was built by it. This country was funded by it. This country had laws that was built to put down on other people because of their skin color. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Huh. But hey. It's life. I would like to see the hard work and effort and the vision and the belief of the talented filmmaker Ryan Coogler, who sat across the table from us a few years ago and said, I have been wrestling with questions about my past and my heritage, and I think I really want to tell a story within this movie. That's a long-ass sentence. What the fuck? Marvel's so much ands in one sentence. Usually and twice. Marvel Studios President Kevin Feige shared previously about the film, and that he did it so unbelievably well and with so much impact, seeing that potentially being recognized is what excites me the most. Other films and series such as Avengers Infinity War have earned similar numbers at the box office drew. Black Panther's embrace of African culture made it feel like a movement more than a movie. Yeah, it was. This was, honestly, this was the only Marvel movie with the most culture in it. Like, be real. With the most culture. Not saying what specific culture, but it had the most culture, a more cultured filled movie. A Marvel movie with more culture than any other movie. Culture, bruh. Like culture. What people eat, people talk about, languages, people dress, the lore, their history. Yeah. Like shit, the vibranium was a part of Wakanda's culture. People was wearing it. It was everywhere. That was part of their culture. It's their culture, bruh. This meteorite is part of their culture. It's in their shoes. They wear it. They part of their culture. You want to remind voters that this wasn't just a movie; it was a phenomenon. A veteran Oscar campaigner. What the fuck? Definitely haven't seen that word before. Noted the deaf campaigner. I never seen that before. Campaign, yes. Campaigner, nah. I mean, I never referred to anybody as a campaigner before who was on a campaign. I never referred to them as that before, so yeah. The depth of that impact, what it meant to people, what it stood for. If Academy members didn't get it then, they need to understand it now. With Coogler's acclaim for his films Fruitvale Station and Creed, Black Panther would be the first time he made a movie that got awards representation. You did well, Ryan. Though it would mark a first for superhero films, do you think Black Panther deserves a nomination for Best Picture? Let us know in the comments below. Okay. I think it deserves it based on the thought, the consideration, the time, the effort, the love put into the movie. Now, the movie has some whack-ass visuals. Those fights. The only issue was the CGI when it came to the combat, showing off the suit. Now, I think the CGI on the suit was cool. Everything else around the suit when he put on the suit was whack. The best scenes in the movie was when T'Challa was fighting out of the suit. When he was going head up in the tournament at the stadium against M'Baku. And Killmonger. I would say those are his best fights. You know, got these two. They bulked up. Man, if y'all didn't catch this, Killmonger's outfit, bro, is based off of Vegeta, bro. Killmonger outfit based off of Vegeta. Shouts out to Killmonger for being a Dragon Ball Z fan, bro. Shouts out to Michael B. Jordan for your Dragon Ball Z fanboyness, bro. Dragon Ball Z fanboys out here, bro. I see y'all. But yeah, shouts out to that. And yeah, the visuals did not hold up. The visuals didn't hold up. I can honestly say that visuals didn't hold up. But at least they was consistently. They look consistently whack. Other movies will have visuals, right? They'll have good visuals in one scene, but whack visuals in other scenes. I'll give you an example. Infinity War. Thanos throughout that whole movie looked on point. Iron Man CGI was very inconsistent. War Machine CGI was very inconsistent. Bruce Banner in the Hulkbuster armor CGI was very inconsistent. But nah, yeah. The problem with Infinity War, the CGI wasn't consistent. It was good in some points, but it wasn't consistent. At least the CGI in Black Panther was consistent. It consistently stayed the same. It wasn't the best, but it was consistent. But yeah, story-wise, Black Panther got the better story. Let's be real. Black Panther got the better story. Avengers Infinity War is cool for what it is, but at the end of the day, think about it. That shit is an entertainment-filled movie. That's all entertainment. It's like eye candy shit. It's that shit it's that shit you fucking beat your dick to. It's like, oh fuck, yeah. Give me more of this action than this comedy. Fuck. Movie now, if we talking about a movie like Winter Soldier or Iron Man 1, Cap First Avenger, Avengers 1, then yeah, I ain't giving that for Avengers Infinity War, bro. All the action, dialogue wasn't holding up. See, the problem with that movie, you had so many other movies built it up, and shit didn't transition well story-wise. I can't call this no 100% tight filled-in story, because it's not a tight filled-in story. This shit has stuff that's, like, out of the fucking... Shit don't make sense. Like, in Guardians 1, Gamora is the last of her kind. You go look at their profile when they get locked up in the prison, it says Gamora is the last of her kind. How is Gamora the last of her kind? But in Avengers Infinity War, Thanos said, the kids are not starving anymore. The kids are waking up with full bellies and shit. So how is people doing good, but they all dead? That don't make no sense. If she's the last of her kind, then she's the last of her kind. There can't be people on her planet doing well, but she was the last of her kind in Guardians 1. Like, that doesn't make any sense. That don't make any sense to me. That don't make any sense. That's the writers fucked up on their part. I can't say this shit is consistently filled in. I can't say, because even the build up, this took other movies to build up to. And people say, this is the first of its kind, man. This is the first movie series to ever do this, man. Get out of here. Guillermo del Toro, man. You been doing this shit, bro. Let me look at my man. He been connecting universes. Hold up. Not this guy. Fuck, who's the guy that did Kill Bill, bro? Hold up, bro. Hold up. Who directed? Quentin Tarantino, bro. Quentin Tarantino, the man who been building universes before Marvel even came out the cuts, bruh. We forgetting this man been building universes, bruh. All his movies are connected. He didn't directly say it, but they all connected. So look, I'm gonna have to end this video there, bruh. I know I said what I have to say. And look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Some of you may not agree with what I say. I have many of the videos on Avengers Infinity War where I went deeper into the movie. Some of you may not agree. Some like, man, you talking that bullshit, bro. You smoking. What you talking about? You high or something? Bruh, get your dumb bubblegum fanboy Dragon Ball Z talking himself out of here, bruh. Frick you. I know some of y'all gonna say that, you know. It's bound to happen, bruh. Hey, bring that hate, though. Bring the hate. But all people who supported me, backing me, and still love me for me. Man, I love y'all too. Y'all know I like to be talking about shit and just talking bullshit. It's what I do. We keep it real and legit over here. Y'all may think that, man, you need to put a filter on what you talk about. You need to chill. But look, I'm like this. Would y'all rather me be a liar? Or would you rather me be honest? 'Cause I'm going to be for real honest with y'all. I'm not finna get up here, script some stuff, and make up shit. Like, it's going to be fresh. There'll be cases when I kind of script how I'm going to do a discussion. You know. There'll be cases. But I mean, I don't want to do that. Because it won't feel like it's honestly from my mind. It's like, it won't feel fresh. It won't feel like it's coming real from me. But look, you know, I'm going to keep it G. I'm going to let y'all know. You're definitely not going to agree. Look, I could have definitely been a fucking liar. I could have lied about some shit. I would have definitely got more views and shit than what I have now. All you gotta do is be fake. That's what YouTube is. People go to the fakes online. People go to the fakes. They'll settle for the fakes and they'll be like, man, you fake, bro. It's like, what? But you over here watching D&B Nation? Fucking Armand and Trey? You over here watching these fakes, but you gonna call me Funny Mike? What? Bruh? You gonna call me fake? Because I'm just keeping it G. But they'll say whatever you want to hear. I'm like, man, y'all right. Fake thumbnails, clickbait thumbnails. Like, what the fuck, man? Point an arrow. Man, I bet you if I pointed an arrow to my blind right here, if I pointed an arrow to it, y'all click on my video, bruh. I'll put a circle. But you know, people get gullible. That's how social media gets to us nowadays, man. Social media, bro. Social media is an addiction, bro. It's an addiction. But look, we going in this video. It's your boy K Dot, first Black Super Saiyan to ever arrive on this planet. Please show your boy some love. Show your boy K Dot, first Black Super Saiyan status, yo. Show your boy some love. We're gonna be racking out more reviews, more discussions. Continue to show your boy some love. If you ain't showing me some love, no peace, love, and positivity, I'm finna bust your head open, bro. Just know. And I'm being real. But now, I gotta go. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Deuces.